Hey everybody, it's Roleplay. I hope everyone's had a good weekend, and I hope everyone's had a good day today. And for those of you in the States who got to celebrate the 3-day weekend by Labor Day, I hope you all had a good 3-day weekend. I hope you all had a good break. Ooh, sorry about that, folks. I had to burp there. So, honestly, on my weekend felt kind of... it felt a little packed, actually. So I didn't really do any traveling or do too much, but it did feel like a lot of events some surprising news happened, and I felt like a lot happened while this weekend was going on. So first and foremost, this weekend we celebrated my brother's birthday, actually. So Roleplay, Roll Bro, and Roll Dad, we all had a nice birthday lunch in his honor, and it was pretty nice. We actually went and our dad actually went out and got Red Lobster for him, actually. And part of it was that my brother, he loves seafood. If you were to ask anybody in the family, he's the big seafood lover. Me, I dislike seafood. When I was younger, I disliked seafood, and as my dad would say, I was a picky eater, and he is absolutely right. I was absolutely a picky eater back then. So anything that had fish in it, I was like, oh, no. I don't want fish, thank you. Sushi, I kind of gotten accustomed to, but back then, in general, like, no, I do not want fish. Fish is weird to me. Fish tastes kind of odd, so no thank you. But anyway, so we had a nice celebration, actually. So when we first arrived, we had Red Lobster for lunch. I believe we had Red Lobster for lunch. He had a nice fish dish along with some lobster stuffed in, and I actually got to have some crab, which I haven't had in a very long time. I know I did say that I don't really like seafood, but if there was one exception to a seafood that I just really, really like, honestly, it's crab. Crab is amazing for me, and I was really hankering for it when my dad mentioned Red Lobster. But of course, more importantly, my brother got the meal that he wanted, and he said he liked it. He said it was good, which is good. So overall, it was a nice lunch. And afterward, we got birthday cake. We had a chocolate cake ready for him, and we all just had a nice little some nice dessert afterward. And of course, spent some time together. And overall, it was a nice day. It was a nice day to spend together, and it was nice celebrating my brother's birthday. So, overall, it was a good time. Something else that happened over the weekend, actually, was I got some really good and surprising news from my cousin, and it turns out, oh man, something that really took me by surprise is my cousin got engaged. And I had a chance to catch up with him, and we talked about it briefly. And honestly, I'm really happy for him. And hey, cousin's girlfriend, you know who you are. Once again, congratulations to both of you, and I'm absolutely hoping for the best. Other than that, though, I mean, see, I don't mean to make that sound so dismissive, like hand waving. Excuse me, but really, I'm super happy for him. I am really happy for him and his girlfriend. I really hope things will be fine. I really hope that despite the stress that I know is going to be coming, I hope they'll be all right. And honestly, for you two, I hope for the best. And I'm really happy for you both. And as usual, take care of yourselves and just take it one day at a time. Do what you can. In the meantime, as always, hey everybody, my name is Roleplay. I am a chill variety streamer, and everyone, welcome to the stream. Please come in, please make yourselves comfortable, and we'll get started shortly. In fact, let's say we'll get started about the 10-minute mark. So, in the next 4 minutes, folks. On the more mundane side of things, something that was a little annoying, actually, was I found out that my sink's, I think they call it pull-down spray head, or pull-out spray head, it's leaking. So what it was is when I was washing dishes and I was using the pull-out spray head to just get some more water on, I noticed that there was a lot of water just like trailing down the hose. I had seen this before, and initially I thought that it was just some water that just happened to like drip down it and just go down the hose. But then I noticed when I looked at it more closely that it was happening around the joint where the hose would have been screwed onto the where the head would have been screwed onto the hose. And that's when I realized, oh wait, this is an actual leak. And something else that tipped me off actually was I was hearing a lot of water just dripping under my sink cabinet. And sure enough, when I opened it and I took a look, I saw a lot of the water just trailing down onto a drip pan that I had. I had that there as a just in case thing for a little while in case like water just happened to drip. So I would just catch it, drain it, and then just like dry it out and stuff like that. But when I saw that and I saw like how quickly it was filling up, like that's not normal. And that's when I realized that the spray head was leaking. So I took some time over the weekend to try to find a replacement. Unfortunately, I learned that I have to wait a little bit for it because I checked out Home Depot and Lowe's, and neither of them had what I wanted. So I went to order online. And for the time being, I've found some workarounds for it. So since that spray head is still with me, I screwed it back on, but I set the hose in a way so that the water isn't going to be leaking out and dripping down the pipe under the cabinet. So all of it should be caught in the sink bed. That's the workaround for right now, and hopefully it should come sometime later this week. I think I actually found the exact model that I currently use, so that's another thing that I hope will have going for me. And I'm hoping this fixes it. If it doesn't, then it means I gotta do some more troubleshooting. Beyond that, honestly, I just felt like I did a lot of cleaning. I'm running errands for my brother a little bit because he can't drive or go around as easily. But other than that, it hasn't been too bad. I got a chance to just clean up my space a little bit. I do want to do a little more. I reorganized my desk somewhat. I removed a whole bunch of miscellaneous papers and things that I don't need. And I did also did some vacuuming and just generally cleaned up my space a bit. I do want to do some more in the more common areas on my condo, but I think I can get to that over the week. So yeah, nothing too much, folks. The Labor Day weekend was spent mostly relaxing, celebrating my brother's birthday, being able to catch up with my cousin and him telling the good news to me, and overall it wasn't nice. It wasn't a bad time at all. It's pretty nice. Kind of felt like I was running around doing errands for a bit though, which honestly is a little annoying, but not too bad all in all. I don't mind it. In the meantime, folks, thanks for sticking with me. As I mentioned, let's get some Mega Man ZX in for tonight. The plan for tonight is, since I finish up the main quest in the main game, we're just going to go around and just do some subquests. I'm going to do a bunch of side quests for the most part. Let's just run around and have fun. Ah, there we go. I pressed the wrong button. Okay. We're going to try to complete some side quests, including fighting Omega. We're going to try to fight Omega and try to win against him. But before that, I might do some other stuff first. We'll save the Omega fight for later. Alright, I'm just picking up where we left off for now. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at some side quests that I have, go talk with people, pick up some more, and we'll go from there. As always, folks, if there's any odd visual or audio issues, please let me know. And something else I am going to do is I'm going to try using the other models a little bit more. HX is my go-to, sure, but let's play around with the other models and get a sense of them. Alright, let's see. Let's take a mission request. Trim the weeds, purify the lakes, and gather the screws. Alright, let's try trim the weeds. Cut the weeds on the roof in area C2. Okay. Alright, we're gonna talk with everybody too and try to get some more info. Alright, C2. Excuse me, folks. If I get some tea. Let's see. Alright, on a rooftop on C2, they said. Okay. Oh, hang on. I gotta be human to get all these transporter missions. Hey, Dragon, good to see you. I hope all is well. Hope you had a good weekend. When I was young, the snowy mountains and lake were part of Inner Peace. I used to go there with my family to see the aurora. The Outlands are slowly swallowing up Inner Peace. I'm sure Slither Inc. has some sort of plan in place, though. Hope all is good, Dragon. Good to see you. Alright. This is gonna be a little annoying, but we gotta transform it to and from when we're talking with people. Thanks, Ale. For what? Oh, don't tell me you forgot. I was one of the people you rescued from the dark room. I was just a hair's width away from becoming a cyber elf. My friends say that Slither Inc. has a huge warehouse, filled to the brim with all sorts of fancy cutting-edge weaponry. But that's ridiculous. Why would Slither Inc. be stockpiling weaponry? Oh dear, sir. Whoa, what's with the getup? Is that you, Ale? You better be careful running around looking like that. Other people might freak out. Combat reploys clearly scare them, which I can definitely understand. Alright, let's see. How are we doing on okay, got a full sub tank, so you know what? Let's get some energy. What's with that outfit? If you look like that, security guards are going to go after you. You better change clothes if you don't want trouble. You're the young girl that saved me, aren't you? I'm sorry for the harsh words earlier. Something seems to be on the President's mind lately. He keeps digging around in the Outlands like a mad possessed. I wonder when it all started. Seems to be around the time those two showed up. I'm sure the President has just got a lot on his mind. I know he has our best interests at heart. Oh, man. Oh, you. You're the one that saved us from the burning building, aren't you? It has to be you. I couldn't get a good look with all the smoke. But I remember your voice clear as day. I'm very good at remembering voices. I finally introduced my boyfriend to my parents. They saw how much he cared and have backed off a little bit. I knew it the moment I saw him. Our love is so pure, nothing and no one can ever come between us. What's up? What? Don't come near me with that weirdo outfit. Hello? Oh, where has my mushroom gone? I was in the forest and I had him in my bag. I keep trying to look for him, but I just can't find him. You're a transporter, right? If you find him, could you bring him back for me? I made a request, so it should be in the trans server. Okay. Hang on, so it seems like some of them have like 3 things to say, so let's see. Who are you? Don't scare a girl like that. Okay, nope, nothing new here. Alright. Okay, we're going for a rooftop, so let's get some mobility. Let's get some air mobility here. Ale! The name's Hallison. You saved me from the burning building. I may not look it, but I'm a cameraman. Inner Peace is too, well, peaceful. I thought it was my chance for a big break. Hey, Ale. Another day, no scoops. Guess I better expect the usual 20% pay cut this month. Oh, I need to find a company that doesn't care about making money and work there. Ow, 20% pay cut. A Maverick in Inner Peace? Now this is a scoop. Camera, where's my camera? Hang on. I've been working the beat and gathering the facts. I think that Slither Inc. may not be as good a company as people give them credit for. Thank you for rescuing me from that fire. My leg injury is not as bad as I thought it would be. I would never expected that area to come under attack. It used to be part of Inner Peace. Does Gyro Express even deliver to the Outlands? That sounds dangerous. Be careful out there. Poor child, being forced to handle such risky business. What kind of person would let a child do all their dirty work? Who, or what are you? And what's with the Halloween costume? Just leave me alone, please. Yeah, she is. Yeah, it's that red triangle on her forehead. As I mentioned, I think that's what they use as a signifier for Reploid and human nowadays. If a person has that, that means they're a Reploid. We sadly can't pet the cats in this game, as far as I know. Okay, that mission's done. Simple enough. Oh yeah, I absolutely am. We're gonna do some side quests for a little while first, but we're absolutely going for that optional fight a little later too. That is absolutely on the list. You're the transporter from Gyro Express, aren't you? I was wondering if you could help me out. There's a miracle flower growing in the forest and I'd really like to have it. I'll put in an official request with Gyro Express, so please check the transfer for the mission data if you can help. I'll make it worth your while. Do you have something you want to discuss with me? If you're going to talk, you're going to have to ditch the crazy outfit. Alright, I'm looking around to see if anybody else has got anything to offer or say before we go. Oh yeah, absolutely. Much, much tougher. Hey lady, you want something from me? I was captured by some bad guys and was being held in a dark room. But then someone came along and saved me. I couldn't see who it was though, because the room was so dark. My grandpa keeps saying the same things over and over again. He keeps telling me how this country was without power and in terrible shape a long time ago. Compared to that, this country is a paradise now. He loves to exaggerate. With our cushy lifestyles, we take everything for granted nowadays. That's what Grandpa says anyway. Who are you? Are you a Maverick? I met the president the other day. He seems to be a lot bigger than the first time I saw him. It must just be the psychological effect of his magnificent presence. Lately, the president has been busy investigating around Area M. I'm just glad I don't have to go to a dangerous place like that. I don't envy the dangerous work you're doing, but I can respect a young person like yourself working hard. Oh, I've got something for you. It's an orange from my wife's hometown. Oh, nice, thank you. Okay. I might do some more exploring first before we go back to Omega Zero. I did try to give him a shot last time, but he kicked my ass really, really easily, so we're gonna take a little more time with things for now. Also gonna try to get around to using the other models a little more. Like, just play around with the other models a little more. Okay, I think this will just take me to C1. Yep. Okay. Actually, wait. Let's pick up more missions while we're here. I want to be a racer someday. Don't tell Lou though. He'll just copy me. I'll take him a mega huge trophy and use all the prize money to buy my mom and dad a nice house. Aww. Thanks, miss. I got a little too close to the fire, but I'll be okay. You rescued me just in the nick of time. I went outside for the first time yesterday. But when I reached the highway, I got really scared. I can't just hide inside forever. When I see people like you staring danger straight in the face, I want to be strong too. Now's your chance. Is that getup popular nowadays? You look scary, just like a Slither Ink guard. Are you the little lady that saved me from the fire? I thought so. These old bones are still around thanks to your help. Thank you. You know, I got to thinking. Even though the fire took place in the Slither Ink building, there's not one peep, let alone an apology coming out of them. I hate to talk bad about them, but they've got my knickers in a bunch. Sorry folks, T. Fiddlesticks. I shouldn't have said anything bad about Slither Ink. Forget I said. I know I will. Jumping Jehoshaphat, what are you? Get out of here! Go on, skedaddle! Old man is frightened. Can't say I blame him. Alright, nothing here, okay. You're scary. Go away. I want to be a racer someday. Don't tell you, though. You're the one that saved me from the confinement facility earlier, aren't you? I didn't realize you were a woman at the time. You're really brave to head into that scary area all alone. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. But it does kind of concern me that nothing about this is making headlines. Something that big should be all over the news by now. There must be a good reason for keeping it quiet. Who are you? Wait, aren't you the one that saved me? Thanks for saving me from that burning building. If it weren't for you, I'd be charcoal. Long time ago, war destroyed city and nature alike. But thanks to Slither Ink, this town is the magnificent place you see today. I sometimes hear whisperings that Slither Ink is up to no good. But the rumors were true. It would mean the end of the world as we know it. I wouldn't worry yourself, they're just rumors after all. Alright, nothing here, okay. I think I can reach that. Yep. Typical evil corporation BS indeed. Indeed, indeed. What's in here? Oh, okay. Sure. Find the flower, miracle flower, growing in the forest. Okay, let's go to area A first before we go for that mission. Let's get close to area A. Nothing here? Okay. What am I going to do about my boy? He never puts his toys away after playing with them, and he never listens to a word I say. Hey, you. I'm not sure if you're the right person to ask about this, but could you clean my place up for me? If you could provide an example of someone cleaning, my boy might get the hint. I'm frankly embarrassed to make such a silly request, but I'll upload it to the Trance server. I hope you'll consider it. It'd be great if you could at least make sure the balls lying around are all placed in the room down below.
Oh, I see. You're a transporter for Giro Express. You were dressed differently the last time I saw you. I barely recognized you. I was whisked away by some weasel monster and held captive. Thank you so much for saving me. I know he doesn't look it, but that guy Robert over there was an athlete. He used to be really big into soccer. I should know. He never stops talking about his glory days. It's hard to talk to you when you look like that. There might be a security guard watching us. Could you go back to looking like a normal person for me?
Ah! Who are you? Hang on. Anything down here? I see an E-tank there. Ah, nothing. I had nothing I can do about it though. Okay.